Hi, it's your coach Joe Lucas, and this is your Practice Power daily coaching video for Monday, July 15th. Hey, I hope you had a great weekend. And hey, let's start off the week with some really cool stuff, right? I was interviewed last week for one of our industry magazines, and I'll send you a link when they finally get around to publishing it. But I was interviewed, and they asked me, hey, if you had to give advice to a brand new advisor, somebody just coming, whether it's second career or coming out of college or whatever they're doing, right? And they said, well, what would you tell them? I say, look, get educated, get your licensing, get the designations you want, and go do that. But never sit there and say to yourself, well, I'm going to get more intelligent because that's going to make the difference for me. It does not. There are basically three things that I have found over 20 years that equate to about 80% of long-term success for financial advisors, in no particular order. Number one, okay, is you have a morning success ritual. Shocking, right? I mean, you start the day right. You go through your protocols, or you do as we talk about in our morning ritual e-learning on Practice Power, right? You like an athlete, you got to have your mind right to get going. Number two, you need a plan for the day, and it's got to be in writing. It can't be up here, not the headspace. So we need a written daily game plan. I've talked about that for over 20 years. Third element, energy, physical fitness, vibrancy. Because see, at the end of the day, you can have a great morning ritual, great plan, great business plan, have all this intent. But come 2 o'clock, you want to take a nap. And when you're in that mode, what happens is you can't execute. Or you execute, going through the motions. We don't have that intent, that passion, that energy. So that's something we cannot have. So those are some three things I want you to think about. As we kick off here, really getting into the dog days of summer here, right, in the middle of July. Let's make sure we bring it with energy, enthusiasm, and passion for the week. And then lastly, real quick, you'll see a link there, my latest project. So click on that, have a look. I hope you'll be inspired to take some action on that. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.